You talk as loud as you want. Yeah, I know. This is how it's gonna be. I
have one more game.
Don't even worry, dude. I was aware you were gonna do this the whole time, or that there was a chance you were gonna be awake. Hudge is playing video. He's playing Modern Warfare right next to me, and it's totally his prerogative. But he did just get uh, humiliated by a squad. Where were you by yourself? Where was Ian? Where is Ian? Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another episode. It's gonna be short, and sweet because it's just yeah, yeah. Tell Ian he can listen all that he wants. I'm gonna be short and sweet for the holiday and because of the time of day and all of this and that. But I wanted to start because I got a message from a lady yesterday asking me if I want to be an ambassador for a company called Smooth My Balls. Yeah, dude. Hi, I had a look over your profile. Seems like you're a great fit. Smooth My Balls is interested in working with you. Can you please drop them a message? So I'm gonna I'm gonna see if Smooth My Balls is worth. I did a really quick look over it and it looks like it was. I thought when you open the page, there's a bunch of tennis balls. So I thought it was gonna be they're asking me to be a tennis ambassador, but it's some kind of shaving thing, just like Manscaped. But I'm gonna send them a message and get some details. Yeah, I'll message them in a minute. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good 4th of July. There's currently nobody watching. I assume everyone's that normally is watching in the morning is watching because it's the morning time and they're driving to work. But today's a holiday, whatever. That's why I want to keep it short. But I'm committed to doing this today and once a week. So, I have been looking through *Sapiens* still. I'm 3 parts in out of 4, and I was wrong last week about the 4 parts. I should have had the book while I was explaining it. So I just finished. So I finished the cognitive revolution, the agricultural revolution, and part 3 is the unification of mankind, and then part 4 is the scientific revolution. Part 3 was actually really interesting because part 3 part 3 talked about how after after the cognitive revolution where we gained cognitive we became conscious, whatever, and the agricultural revolution where we learned how to domesticate animals and domesticate plants. There were a series of events that unified humans as a species that pretty much turned us into a global race, or is turning us into a global race. The 4 parts of the unification is the scent of money, or maybe there were 3 parts. The scent of money, imperial visions like empires, and religion. Those 3 chapters under part 3 were some of the meatiest parts of the book for me, or to what I thought. He talks about how money was like one of the greatest religions that humans has ever indulged in, because it's whether you are white or black or Mexican or female or male, or I don't know what you name your stereotype there, or name whatever kind of specific human. Whether you're one of those, you will take most people will take any kind of money. You'll take a dollar bill, you'll take a euro, you'll take a franc, a peso, because money is money, and money's not racist, and money doesn't have a bias or an agenda. Money's just money, and we've given it so much value over thousands of years. The history, the origin of money is it's probably probably the greatest unifier the humans have ever enveloped or accepted. But religion and empires were amazing too. Empires kind of relating to nation states and countries. This idea that America or that Germany, he used World War II as a great example, as countries that unified under a regime because countries were some kind of described as or embodied as a real entity when all empires they've been used as tools to unite people. So like the Roman Empire was one of the one of the largest empires of all time, and it unified. Well, I'm not a historian. I'm reading the book, but the so I don't know. I don't know the numbers, but the Roman Empire dominated Europe and Asia and Africa until um, England. I think he said England is and was the greatest empire of all time because England conquered the whole planet, pretty much. So, but yeah, countries aren't real. Money isn't real. Religion isn't real. But all of these tools have been used. And when I say real, I mean when I say it's not real, I mean we made it. We have created it out of the figment of our imagination to unify humans to produce the things that we have. That it's enabled humans to work collectively and specialize in certain topics and ideas to specialize so we get better and bigger stuff. So part 3 is awesome. The book is awesome to look at too. It has a timeline right at the beginning that I didn't notice before. But just to just glancing through it, I've referenced the agricultural revolution, empires, and it kind of lays out the major events of human history. First of all, evolution of the genus Homo in Africa was 2.5 million years ago. Yeah. So they didn't look like the way that we look now, but those were the first that was the first branch of the genus Homo to to descend from or for our ancestors. Humans leave Africa to Eurasia 2 million years ago. 500,000 years later, Neanderthals die 30,000 years ago. Cognitive evolution sometime around 70,000 years ago. When are you coming back? Okay, I'll be here. Let's play all day. Yeah, done. Um. Anyway, agricultural revolution 12,000 years ago. I mean, these numbers are preposterous. It's kind of like was saying last week. There's we are so concerned with our right now moments, but humans, just our genus Homo, have been around for 2.5 million years ago. Million years. Now, it's history's crazy. And then all the major events that we are familiar with, like in here, Islam established in 1400 years ago, the Han Empire in China, the Roman Empire in the Mediterranean, Christianity, all established around 2,000 years ago. Money created 5,000 years ago. Agricultural revolution 12,000 years ago. But humans, as an animal, have been around for 2.5 million years. Put that into think about that for a minute. So I'm moving on from where I'm at to part 4, which is the scientific revolution. I'm a little bit into the scientific revolution right now. But man, humans aren't shit. We just exist because either you believe that we were created in the image of man however many years ago, or you believe in the theory of evolution. Humans descended from chimpanzees, a line of chimpanzees. That was like 6 million years ago until we descended from our chip ancestors 2.5 million years ago. I mean, I just wish I could sit here and prove what the science is saying, because the science is the science is clear to the scientific community. So I don't understand why we have the science and we have I don't know, is it empirical evidence that is empirical evidence that evolution is real, that humans descended through evolution? Is that just a fact, or is it still a theory? I don't know. But considering all of these things, I don't understand why there's so much passion or drive still behind religion or behind empires or really anything that we didn't know 200 years ago. So that being said, even though we're just apes, we're complicated apes, we are still apes. And I still, today, this morning, for the 4th of July, I went and ran the Layton City 5K, kicked some ass, had a great time. I love to sweat early in the morning. I went and ran with my family. And then I went and hung out with my other family for breakfast, played some cornhole. I mean, we're just fucking animals. We're all just fucking animals. In any case, the book's great. I've had a great week last week. I'm just really plugging through, and I'm trying not to miss everything. I want to actually, maybe after this, I'll find a study guide and for the book so I don't miss anything, because I listened to it all day, and I tried to be attentive. I know I'm not catching everything. It's hard to catch everything even when you're concentrated in reading. And this is my third time going through the book. There's a lot of good info in there, and it's not just like info that you take in and then brush off and talk about it on a podcast. I think it's intended to inform people about our origins and how we have evolved and why the things that exist aren't important. It was important to establish that religions were created because it unified people. It brought people together. But now what is religion doing for us? Since then, Christianity has been like the leading cause in war ever. So that was a stupid point to make if I don't know what I'm talking about. There was a lot of wars with the Crusades, people dying because of religion, still dying because of religion. There are people dying from wars in the modern times, like World War II with the Nazis, because of national pride. And then there's still national pride in every country that you go to. People raiding state capitals because their president tells them to, because of national pride and because of the enemy. What's the point? Are we not smart enough or aware enough to make conscious decisions anymore? Or not even just conscious decisions, but are we not aware of the role that religion has played, or the role that empires have played? Are we not aware of this? Do we just live our lives mindlessly because we wake up, we're born, we're raised, and we have electricity and cars, and we just accept that it's the reality, when in fact it's only exists for a glimpse of our entire history? I mean, what's the point? What's the point of it all? What's the point of it all? Is this still a religious podcast? Jesus Christ. I can't get away from it. But it's so interesting to me. It's all I think about. What's the point of it all? I mean, I'm a 25-year-old that wants to make it in this world, make money so I don't have to worry about money, not because I want to be a super mega rich person. I just don't want to worry about it so I can do things like this. I can learn and I can help people, and I don't have to worry about waking up to go work cleaning carpets for 10 hours of my day every day. I don't want to worry about that. I love to work hard, but what's the point of it all? What's the point of cleaning carpets all day? What's the point of making money? I mean, it worked in the past, but now we can't just live and work for each other. I don't know. I mean, what am I, a socialist now? The book's awesome. I'm going to just keep pounding on that, and I'm just going to wrap it up after, 10 minutes? 15 minutes? I don't know how long have I been going? 15 minutes? So, I'll be finished with this book. We have no holidays for a little while. Oh, but I do want to say, first, before I end, this Saturday I'm having a concert And I don't know who is listening to this that doesn't already know about it, but if you want to come watch my concert, listen to me and my band play, I will be glad to send you the info. Just in Layton City, we're playing this Saturday, July 10th, for a couple hours. Or we're playing for an hour, and there's another band playing for an hour, so it'll be a really good time in backyards. So reach out for the info. I have figured out how to put all of my social media at the bottom of the video so you can see it. You're welcome to check out or to reach out to me on any of these platforms, and I'd be so glad to get back to you. So, yeah, I'll be finishing the book. I'll be doing the podcast this week. I'm still exercising. I have a Spartan race coming up in a couple weeks. I'm going to go kick ass at the Spartan race. I've been training for that, and yeah, what's so funny to me is so many people show up for the Layton City 5K or just for their city races because it's the fun thing to do for the 4th of July. So they get ready, they run a 5K, 3.2 miles, and by the way, Layton City, I tracked the race on my watch, and I only clocked 2.9 miles on your route. So I got robbed 0.3 miles, but that's probably why my time was so good. So, whatever. Anyway, people show up for the race, and then they haven't ran since the last year's race. They show up ready to go, and they run as hard as they can, and then all of these people are either walking halfway through or 1 mile through, or they're throwing up horrendously at the end, or both, or they have diarrhea the whole time because it's not easy. It's not fucking easy to run if you're not doing it all the time. It's just funny to me. I had friends and family that I ran into today that haven't ran like that, and it makes them sick, and it's funny to me. It's not easy. This is not easy. But yeah, we're training for the race, and I'm gonna should be a really good week. I'm gonna get hopefully finish my tattoo. We'll check in on that next week, see where we're at. So anyway, short and sweet one today. I'm gonna try to post it right away though. Get this episode live for tomorrow for whoever else, and figure out why it's not posting to Apple Podcast. Besides that, I have some ideas in the future how to make the podcast better. But if you have ideas for me or suggestions for me, you're always welcome. I'd love to hear feedback from anybody who listens. How to make this more appropriate for everyone, except I'm not going to stop swearing or stop talking about how I think there's probably not a God. It's up to you, baby. So in any case, you are welcome to reach out to me at the social medias. Otherwise, I'll be back next Monday, July 12th, 9 a.m., and I'm all yours, baby. Until then, have a great week. Go get after it. Go do something hard. I listened to Jocko Willink this morning when I was not wanting to get up at 6 to run that race. He posted something this morning of him in a black and white filter saying, he says, I'm not a pro at morning routines, but I do know one thing. I wake up and I do something I don't want to do because it sets the rest of your day off right. So get up, and if you don't like to work out, go work out. If you don't like to read and you want to be a better reader, then go wake up and read. If you don't like to study, then wake up and study. Whatever it is. Waking up for me and going to the gym and getting my ass kicked, or waking up earlier than I want, or getting less. I want to be the 6 hours sleep guy. I want to be able to live off of 6 hours of sleep. So sometimes I wake up and I am dragging in the morning, but I go work out. I feel all right. But go do something hard. Go challenge yourself this week, and read this book or read another book. Read something. Do something that challenges you. Improve yourself. Have a great week. July 12th or July 10th if you want to come to my concert, baby. Woo! All right. Until then.